day? You've all changed colours since this morning. Enjoying the sunshine, I see. Well, it is my absolute pleasure to present this concert to you tonight. Of course, we have a wonderful classical duo on board, and it's really, really lovely to have the opportunity to present them to you this evening. The duo is made up of our violinist, Helena, from the Ukraine. Anna began playing at just 5 years of age, and this is her first contract at sea, ladies and gentlemen. On piano, we have Helena, also from the Ukraine, and she also began piano lessons at the age of 5, and this is her third contract at sea. She also won the International Laureate for piano, and both of our wonderful musicians attended music school, college, and then graduated from the Tchaikovsky National Music Academy in Kiev. Please welcome to the stage Anna and Helena, our Carmen duo. We will start this evening's concert with Habanera, one of the most famous arias from the 1875 opera Carmen by George Bizet. The temptress Carmen sings of the fickle nature of love. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle. Love is a rebellious bird. And she warns her amorous listeners to take care. This is Habanera. Is O mio babino caro, or O my beloved father. It is an aria from the opera Gianni by Giacomo Puccini, and is sung by Loretta after tensions between her father and the family of the boy she loves have reached a breaking point that threatens to separate them. In the aria, she pleads with her father to let her marry him, or else she'll throw herself off the bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is O Mio Babino Caro. Next, we have an Argentinian tango by Astor Piazzolla, Adios Nanino. Was written in 1959 by Piazzolla in memory of his father, Vicente, who was known as Nonino. And he wrote it a few days after his unexpected passing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Adios Nanino. Intermezzo from the opera Thais by French composer Massenet. It premiered in Paris in March 1894 and originally was a symphonic entr'acte performed between scenes in Act 2 of the opera. It is now considered one of the greatest violin encores throughout the world. Please enjoy Meditation. The Bumblebee is an orchestral interlude written by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov for his opera The Tale of Tsar Sultan, composed around 1900. Its composition is intended to musically evoke the seemingly chaotic and rapid challenging flying of a bumblebee. Helena will now perform Flight of the Bumblebees as arranged by Violins. Ave Maria has been set to music by several composers. Schubert's version was originally formed as part of his song cycle of Walter Scott's Lady of the Lake. It was later adapted to the text of the Latin prayer and has since become one of Schubert's most famous works. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Ave Maria. by Carlos Gardel and lyrics by Alfredo Lepera. Written in 1935, the lyrics speak of a compulsive horse-track gambler who compels his addiction to horses with his attraction for women. For Una Cabeza featured in several films, most notably Martin Brest's Scent of a Woman in 1992, and also in Schindler's List and True Lies. Please enjoy For Una Cabeza. John Williams' theme from Schindler's List is one of the most recognized contemporary film pieces, particularly the violin solo. The film won the Academy Award for Best Original Score, the BAFTA for Best Film Music, and the Grammy Award for Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media, and also was nominated for a Golden Globe. This is Schindler's List. is by Strauss. Trish Trash Polka was written in 1858, and Trish Trash, or chit chat, refers to the Viennese passion for gossip. The mood of the piece is jaunty and high-spirited, as were many of Strauss's polkas. Please enjoy Trish Trash Polka. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as they say, all good things must come to the end, and we are at our final number. I'm sure you'll agree that our Common Duo have put on an absolutely fantastic concert for you tonight. Yes, would you agree? As you know, Anna is here in our shows often as well. It's always a pleasure to have her on the stage. She always does a fantastic job in the shows and also in Hamptons. But as well as having Anna here, it also is lovely to have Helena as well, who is such a talented pianist in her own right also, and has only actually been with us 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, already putting this concert together. So I think round of applause again for both our lovely ladies. So now it's time to say goodnight and to thank you for joining them tonight with the final piece. We have Sartori's Time to Say Goodbye. Okay, one more time then. We have one more piece for you. And this is Melody from Film, or Melody for Music for Film, which is by Miroslav Skorik, a Ukrainian composer. His music is contemporary in style and contains stylistic traits from Ukrainian folk traditions. Skorik is an accomplished composer as well as a pianist and conductor, and many works by him are performed by leading ensembles and soloists. One of his most recognized pieces we are going to perform now, and I'll go perform a piece for you as featured in the 1978 film High Mountain Pass. This is music for film. Able to feature our duo in here in the main theatre because they do such a good job every night in the Hamptons Bar, but they're so talented. It really is nice to have them up here, and it is an honour to share the stage with them as well. We really have a really great team on board with the entertainment. They all work together so well, they all support each other so well, and it's really nice to then be able to feature two of our performers here on our own then tonight as well. Of course, we do try and keep a varied programme for you, so we have our production shows coming back later on in the cruise, but tomorrow night we have someone here to tickle your funny bones, ladies and gentlemen, because we have Jimmy Cricket here tomorrow night, so that's tomorrow's show. Of course, the night is still young. Anyone who missed the earlier showing of the Great Show, and we are going to put it on again just so everybody has the chance to see it. But I would actually encourage you to come out on deck now, because it's going to be a fantastic party later on at 11 o'clock. We do have our Body Matters game show in between. At 11 o'clock we'll all be out there on the deck, and the singers will be there. It's going to be a really good festive atmosphere for you out there. So I hope you do take advantage of it and enjoy the singing under the stars for your enjoyment. Tomorrow then, of course, we're in Gibraltar, so a good chance to go and get some nice bits involved, and of course see the history of the place itself. And anyone going to go and see the monkeys? That's usually my first stop, but there is some great history and culture there for you to enjoy as well before you come back on board to see us. And tomorrow actually we have something called Officers Flaring. It's when a lot of the officers on the ship get involved. There's a barbecue, they'll be all making cocktails, and they'll all be competing against each other to see who manages to sell the most, and they'll be just selling them for £1 each, so that's always a bit of fun. And then of course, I don't know if any of our family guests are here, but we do have a kids show on tomorrow night for all of our junior guests that we've been working very hard on putting together. But I would also say that adults are also very welcome, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well if you like to pop along. That's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And of course there are some lectures and other bits and pieces for you to enjoy as well. So thank you very much for joining us for the concert tonight, and of course enjoy the rest of your evening on board. Thank you very much.
On the side. This one, silver one, yeah.